So what do you do when you don't have any food? When you just have a little bit left in the freezer? You've got some canned food and maybe a few things from the garden. I'm Jackie Crawford from Otherwise. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to do a meal planning challenge. And the challenge is using the food that you already have. So I have been spending a lot of money on food. And so I got myself in a little bit of a mess and I need to get myself out. So what I have done is stopped buying food. I am eating what I have. Because sometimes, you just have to do what you have to do. So I am not buying food. I am only buying the very minimal essentials for my week. So I have already went through my freezer, and I'll show you my freezer. There's like nothing in there. I've got everything here on the counter that I can use for the week. So in the back here I have cheese. There's fatback, which is a southern thing. I have some pita bread, peaches, and then some miscellaneous bread like the end of a loaf and some hamburger buns. So what I have, this was already in the refrigerator. I've had it thawed out, or thawed it out yesterday, is some cube steak. This is mystery meat. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It may be leftover meatloaf. So this will have to be thawed out to determine what it is. I have Hamburger Rolls that I got at the thrift store. When I go to the thrift store, the day-old bread is $1. Everything's $1. So, and I like the Arnold brand. It doesn't have roll meat in it. And so I picked these up, and they've just been sitting in the freezer. So these are hot dog buns. This is country ham pieces, and this will go good in a pot of pinto beans. I have a pack of reduced price chicken legs that I picked up at the grocery store. If you shop in the mornings, you can find all of the meats marked down at the last minute. Instead of paying $4.19, I paid $1.34. I have 3 Pacific whiting fillets left. The smaller 2 will go to my son, and then I'll take the one large one. That way he gets more by eating 2. I have these chicken patties that I bought at Aldi, which aren't very good, so I'm going to have to try to do something different with these, to cook them in a different way to make them more flavorful. The pineapple didn't really suit me, but maybe if I add more pineapple flavor and make a glaze or something, maybe that will help. So I've only got 2 of these left, so I'm going to use these. And then a half a pack of broccoli. So that's what I've got. And I have this calendar that's empty. It's all blank, and I'm just going to fill that out. I have a fabulous free meal planning guide for you. I also have 2 other programs for you if you're interested in meal planning, prepping, and the process of streamlining your dinner. Look for these treats under the notes for this video. So I have written down my list. There we go. Okay, so we've got cube steak, chicken legs, mystery meatloaf, probably, whiting fillets, the country ham trimmings, chicken patties, hot dog buns. I have like maybe 3 hamburger buns, and then I wrote down my pita bread. So those are mostly my main dish items. Now the country ham trimmings, I am going to put pinto beans with that. I have lots of pinto beans and Great Northern beans. So I'm going to write down pinto beans to go with that. The chicken patties, I'm not sure. I know I have pineapple, and since I want to go with the flavors that's already in the chicken, I'm just going to add pineapple, and I will look up a recipe to go with that to make it more flavorful. So hot dog buns, I could do some chili and just do chili dogs. I could do sloppy joes and just use the hot dog buns. I could go buy hot dogs. I don't like to buy cheap hot dogs, and so my hot dogs are now $10, and I don't want to spend $10 on hot dogs. So I may just do some chili and just do like chili dogs without the dog. So these are the things that I have in my refrigerator. So I boiled the chicken in the crock pot, and I made chicken noodle soup, which my children adore, and I made chicken and rice with a homemade mushroom white sauce. So what I have left is the dark meat of the chicken and the bones. I'm going to put the bones back in the crock pot and make some bone broth. I have half a pack of mushrooms. I have 1 romaine heart left, 1 lonely head of broccoli. I've got a bag of okra that my brother brought to me, a large bag of carrots, feta cheese, and sour cream. So I'm going to look on my list and see where I can put these items, and I'll be back with you. I've got sour cream with the cube steaks, mushrooms, and okra. For the chicken legs, I've got broccoli. For the mystery meat or meatloaf, I've got sauteed carrots. For the fish, I've put the romaine lettuce and the carrots to do like a garden salad. And then under the country ham trimmings, I rewrote the pinto beans in blue because that's going to come from my pantry stock. The okra is again here. And then from the chicken patties, I've got rice, which is in blue because that comes from my pantry. And then the chicken broth that I'm going to make. I don't have anything for the burger and the hamburger buns. But for the pita bread, I have chicken. And I also have feta cheese in my refrigerator. So I'm going to make something Greek. That's what I've got. I will have gotten rid of my sour cream, my broccoli, my lettuce, and my mushrooms. My chicken may not be gone. I still may have some chicken left because with the pita bread, it's not going to require a whole lot of chicken. So I may have enough for 1 more chicken dish, which I will write down. And I will probably just go ahead and say I'm going to make some chicken salad. That's nice and cool. You can keep it in the refrigerator. It'll always be ready for when you want an impromptu meal or you don't want to cook. I believe I will still have feta cheese left, okra, and carrots. So I went through my pantry and pulled several things from there. So I have some linguine and some clams. I have been telling my son that I would make him some linguine with clam sauce. So there's that. Next I have the pineapple that goes with the chicken patties. I also have some more pineapple and a couple cans of these mandarin oranges. And I can make a cold salad to go in the refrigerator. This is called ambrosia. So you just use the mandarin oranges and pineapple and sour cream, and that's all I do, and put it together and leave it in the refrigerator, and it's delicious. I have some pears. I love to have pear salad with my fish, so that's what I'll do with those. I found a jar of salsa, and I haven't had Mexican in a little while, so what I think I'll do with the chicken that I have left over, rather than making chicken salad, which my son doesn't care for, and that will require grapes, which I don't have, and they are expensive. I'm just going to do a Mexican dish. I know I have some refried beans, a can of those in my cabinet. So we'll have chicken, a salsa chicken, and refried beans, and then maybe some Mexican rice made with some tomato sauce, and I also have some of that. I found a can of pink salmon, and I like to make salmon patties and a salmon salad. My son doesn't care for the salmon salad, so it probably is going to be salmon patties. I have tuna, lots of tuna in the cabinets, which again my son doesn't care for. This will be something for my lunch and sometimes when he's away, so I'll make this for myself. I also have canned chicken in case I want chicken salad. That'll be easy to make, and I can use whatever vegetables that I have on hand to go in it. I have canned baked beans, which would go with hot dogs, chili dogs, whatever I have, and then I've also got the hamburger buns. Still don't know what I'm going to do with those, but I have these baked beans that will go with either one. I have a can of green beans that could go anywhere. A package of quinoa, which has been in the cabinet for a long time and needs to be eaten. I love potatoes with beef, and so for the cube steak I might go ahead and have this box of au gratin potatoes with those. So I've got all my food listed, and I've got 13 meals. Now I will have to go buy a couple of items. For the first meal, I've got cube steak, sour cream, mushrooms, okra, and the au gratin potatoes. For the second meal, chicken legs, quinoa. I switched that. I had broccoli here. I changed it to the quinoa and green beans. Then for the mystery meat, which I think is meatloaf, I've got sauteed carrots, and I have a sweet potato, which I will divide. It's just me and my son, so I'll just cook that and divide it. Then I've got the whiting fillets. I marked out the romaine lettuce and carrots for the salad. And I've got broccoli, which I moved from the chicken legs section, and a pear salad. So then I've got the country ham trimmings, the pinto beans, fried okra from the refrigerator, cornbread, and onions. I've got the chicken patties and the pineapple. Again, I'll have to find a recipe for that. Pineapple sauce, and then I've got rice and chicken broth to flavor the rice. Then I've got hot dog buns, hamburger buns, and baked beans divided between the two. Now when I make this, since I already have all this food, I don't have to make these one right after the next. I can switch this up, and I can have this up here somewhere and this down here somewhere. It doesn't matter as long as I've got all this food. I can have it whenever I want. So I've got the pita bread, chicken, feta cheese, romaine, and carrots. So I'm going to have my romaine salad down here. That's what they always do at the Greek restaurant. So that's what I'm going to do also. So we'll have chicken pitas and then a salad. So for my tuna salad, one night when my son is gone, I'll do tuna, mayonnaise, with onion and pickles. Then the salmon patties, I've got panko, and I'll have broccoli and the ambrosia salad with that. There'll be plenty of ambrosia salad left over, so we can have it for lunch or another meal. Then I've got shredded chicken, salsa, and the refried beans. I'll probably get some tortillas from the grocery store to make that meal. I do have cheese, plenty of cheese in the freezer. So, and I have onions so that should be good. And then I have linguine with clam sauce, and I'll do garlic toast with that. So I've got 13 meals here. 4, 8, 12, and 13. I'm sure if I search around in my cabinets a little bit longer, I can find another meal. And also with the pinto beans, I usually make a large portion. Here we go. So with the pinto beans, I'll make a large portion of pinto beans. I'll buy some hamburger at the store. I can divide it between the hamburger buns and the hot dog buns. I'll make chili for the hot dog buns. For the hamburger buns, I'll make sloppy joes. And I'll put the pinto beans in the sloppy joes. I'll probably put the pinto beans in the chili also. So that will beef up my meals with less beef. So I did find a 14th meal. I have this orzo. I also have some lemon in my fruit box. And so I can find that recipe and make a lemon orzo dish. It may have a few more vegetables in it, which I can hold back from some of my other dishes. So that gives me 2 weeks worth of meals out of the tiny little bit of food that I had. The very little bit that I had out of the freezer, plus my pantry, and I have 2 weeks worth of meals, which will get me through to the end of the month. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope that you have learned from this. Please comment below. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know how you're making it. And subscribe. And together, we're going to make it together. I'm Jackie Crawford from Motherwise. And remember, dinner's at 6. I have a fabulous free meal planning guide for you. I also have 2 other programs for you if you're interested in meal planning, prepping, and the process of streamlining your dinner. Look for these treats under the notes for this video. There's no one like you. I can't wait for the times with you. I imagine the things we do. I just want to be loved by you. So like, subscribe, and